Hello and welcome inside the River Cree Twin Arenas North Rink for semi-final action here at the Western Canadian Crown Memorial Invitational Tournament. The motto is simple for this one: win and you're in. Edge School and the Pacific Coast Hockey Academy Sea Devils will do battle here. Winner plays in the gold medal game tomorrow. Loser gets a chance at bronze. Other semi-final happening over on the South Rink as we begin here. As we begin play here, the Swift Current Broncos U15 team up 2-0 on the hosts NAX. But we're about to get underway here. Starting goaltenders, Brooke Davis getting the start here for Edge, coming in with a 1 goals against average and .967 save percentage, whereas Chase Johnson's down the other end for Pacific Coast. Pacific Coast in the blue uniforms, Edge wearing the burgundy and yellow. And we are underway as Pacific Coast gain possession. They dump it in to start things out. Davis out to stop it up. First touch of the puck there. Koch goes around for Murray. Murray, quick pass ahead for Oliver Cramp. He goes up ahead. Koch tracking back. And now an opportunity here for Murray. He's going to work it in. Centers. That goes around the net off a skate. In to keep it in is Brennan Hotcher. Now Pacific Coast able to clear the zone. Cramp gathers and will lead the rush for Edge. Dumps it in, heads off on a line change. Steen back to pick it up for Pacific Coast. He'll go across to his D partner. And up ahead, the pass for Owen Henschel. Plays it up, Edge with it now. Bem plays it up ahead. That goes through Mastroianni, and he'll go after it. Pacific Coast gathers behind the net. Area pass, Smith knocks it down. And we'll move it up. Onside at the line, Mastroianni takes a bump there from Hudson Clausen. Played a physical game yesterday for much of this tournament. Coast will dump it in. Mastroianni finishes his check, and around the boards it goes. Picked up by Bem. He plays it up ahead for Mastroianni. He'll gain red, fire it in. Icing waved off. Johnson will slow it up behind his net. Plays it up to left-hand boards. Tip pass. Misses everybody for Pacific Coast, and able to keep it in there was Crashley. He goes down low. And now Edge controlling. Puck cleared, and they'll have to retreat into their own zone. Davis thought about playing it. Instead, will let Dekos come back to take the puck. Now he'll start up. Dekos in. Fires a shot. Pad save from Johnson. Rebound. Sits there. And it's cleared after another shot block from Pacific Coast. Nervy moments here early on for the Sea Devils. Opportunity here. Walking in for an opportunity. Couldn't pull the trigger. That was Tyler Auger. Now it's Binder Nord. He fires a shot. That'll be gloved down by Johnson. And the puck, in all honesty, was never caught. In behind the goal mouth is quick whistle there. Allows Pacific Coast to get a face-off. Face-off to the left of Johnson. One fired towards goal by Patterson. That one misses. Now it's fired up the middle. And away comes Pacific Coast. Carrying into his own. Shot on. Turned aside by Davis. That shot coming from Jordan Ramsey. Now an opportunity. Centering pass. Swinging and missing there was Blaze. And now Cook the other way for Edge. Carrying it in here is Murray. Center pass. And can't find a teammate. Now they do. Edge still with it. Down low for Niehaus. Lays the body there, and now Pacific Coast able to get the puck out of their zone. Turning back in is Murray. He'll fire it in deep and head off on a change. Back to pick it up for Pacific Coast is Maxwell Hoey. Hoey looks, decides to go to his D partner. Now a stretch pass is cut off nicely by Degenstein. He leaves it there for Bem. Bem loses it. Degenstein takes it to the net. Puck sitting in the crease. They score! Owen Mastroianni buries it to open the scoring here in the semifinal, and Edge Prep take a 1-0 lead. Mastroianni's second of the tournament. Gives Edge a 1-0 lead. He finds the puck in the slot. He buries it. Less than 4 minutes into this hockey game, we've got our first goal. Degenstein will take this draw against Danileco. Danileco wins it. Pacific Coast looking to get something going here. Danileco unable to get it in. And now Degenstein works it back the other way for Edge. Oh, good back check there from Clausen. Prevents that opportunity. Now fired in by Jackson Smith. Gathered by Cadel Gorley. Played up the wall. And Schneider will gather. Goes across to his D partner, Jackson Smith. Smith will start the rush here. Chips it ahead and lays a reverse hit onto Henschel, and that sat him down. Pacific Coast able to defend against Bem there. Played up the wall. Smith keeps it in. He's going to fire one. And Chase Johnson will make the save and hold on with 15:55 to play in the first period. Face-off won by Edge, controlled. As Luca Dufour takes it around. Centers, nobody home for Edge. And Dufour takes it again, goes over to O'Shea, and that was offside, just barely. Face-off will come outside the Pacific Coast zone. Edge controlling the run of play in this one so far. Brooke Davis hasn't seen a whole lot of rubber, just a couple of shots that she's turned aside relatively easily. Face-off won forward by Pacific Coast, but O'Shea gathers. He'll dump it in. After it is Bindernord. Played up the right-hand wall, and now Pacific Coast with a break. Skating in, it's Noah Kosick. He fires a shot on. That one missed. And now O'Shea plays it up for Crashley, turned aside by Blaise, but Bindernord able to get it out. Now skating it in, Chase McFall. McFall dropping for Kosick, but too heavy. And now it's Cook the other way with Murray. A 2-on-1 developing here for Edge. Murray in. Backdoor pass, couldn't find Cook. And that one goes awry for Edge. Back to the point now. Edge still with it. That puck escapes the zone. Patterson couldn't keep it in. And Pacific Coast will gather in there in the corner. Goes back behind the net. All sorts of pressure for Edge early on here. Just the one goal to show for it, courtesy of Owen Mastroianni. And now Pacific Coast having trouble getting out of their own zone. Playing it up the wall. That pass misses. Davis leaves it. That'll be an icing call against Pacific Coast. Edge with all sorts of zone time and possession in this one early on. Pacific Coast just trying to stay in this game right now. Chase Johnson doing his best. Murray was in to take the draw, but he's going to get tossed. So it'll be Oliver Kramp stepping in to take this one. Check that, it'll be Cook. Cook wins it for Edge. And Murray will play it down low, but it's collected by Pacific Coast. Played around the wall by Elaine. With it now is Clausen. He fires a pass that's intercepted. Murray in alone. Oh, couldn't pull the trigger. Johnson took away the bottom half of the net. And the puck escapes the zone, but a dangerous opportunity for Logan Murray as he looked for his third of the tournament. Now a cross-ice pass for Cook misses. Elaine there to pick it up for Pacific Coast. Plays it up the wall. And a chop pass will get free. And now in a foot race here is Jackson Smith against Danileco. As one of the goals of the tournament, pulling off a Michigan on day one. Edge now will carry it out. It's on the stick of Smith. He'll fire it down the right-hand side. Nathan Bem picks it up. It's cut off nicely by Riley Steen. Danileco with it. He'll flip it out to center and down the ice. That's knocked down with a high stick. Edge touches up. Whistle goes. Faceoff will be inside the Edge prep zone. Pacific Coast knocking off Lethbridge yesterday by a score of 4-2 to secure a spot in a second place berth. Now they're here in the semifinal. They have an offensive zone draw here. Face-off won, however, by Degenstein. Oh, and a hard hit there, thrown by Gavin Lesiak. And now O'Shea plays it up for Mastroianni. Mastroianni plays it off the boards. Stick lift from Degenstein isn't enough to dislodge that puck. And now it's back in the Pacific Coast end. They'll go across. Now out with it. Steen plays it ahead. O'Shea plays it up ahead, back into the zone. And now gathered once again by the Sea Devils. Played ahead, deflected. Will still be an icing call. That was on the wrong side of center. So another icing call here against Pacific Coast. I think the game plan here for Edge Prep is 100% to take Noah Kosick out of the game in a metaphorical sense. He has been unbelievable in this tournament and all season long for Pacific Coast. And if Edge can keep him from getting going, it could be a recipe for success. Face-off won by Kosick, and now he's looking for a stretch pass, but he's going to have to slow up as that's read nicely by Patterson. And now Elaine will just dump it in. Patterson going after it. Kosick can't get there. Now Dufour will clear the zone off the glove of McFall. His reverse pass nearly handcuffed Elaine, and instead it's a perfect pass for Kosick. That'll be on, no icing. Hawker plays it around the wall for Dekos. And back around. Now Kosick takes a bump from Patterson. Blaze does enough to keep it in, as does Elaine. But now Binder Nord leaving it for Patterson. He'll fire at length of the ice. Kept in by McFall. He shot, tip, great save from Davis. Puck sits in the crease. Where is it? It ends up behind the goal. And they clear it, does Dekos. Oh, and then he takes a hard hit from Blaze. Puck stays in the zone. No, it has escaped. So that'll allow the Edge to get a second to recoup here. Great save from Brooke Davis, her first big one of this semifinal. Carrying it into the zone now is Cash Cook. Centering pass, kept in the zone momentarily, but now a chance here for the Sea Devils as that puck's bobbling around in the middle of the ice. Dan Lako will carry it in, dumps it into the corner, and he'll go get it against Barber, who plays it up the left-hand side of the wall. There to pick it up is Maxwell Hoey. He plays it across. And now a stretch pass ahead for Clausen. He'll work it in. Hudson Clausen as the Sea Devils grow into this game a little bit. Puck kept in. Henschel trying to take possession. It escapes the zone and it's dumped right back in by Gurley. Jackson Smith will pick it up. And he'll start a rush the other way. Inside, outside, around three different Sea Devils. Puck finally ends up in the corner, but a great rush from Jackson Smith. And now Pacific Coast looking to catch him deep, but good stick there from Degenstein, and Edge reverses the play again. And end-to-end action here. We've played nearly a full half period. 10:50 here, offside the call. First whistle in quite a while. 10:46 to play in this first period. Edge Prep leading 1-0. Courtesy of a goal by Owen Mastroianni, his second of the tournament. He's got 6 in the CSSHL season. Face-off won by Degenstein, but Blaze able to dump it in. O'Shea plays it ahead. Now it'll go back to Schneider. Up ahead for Mastroianni. He takes a bump, but Degenstein carries on. There to cut him off is Riley Steen. Bit of a size mismatch there. But play moves on. Puck bounces over the stick of Degenstein, and now Pacific Coast will carry in. Kosick with it. He fires. Blocker save from Davis. Kosick finds the rebound, though, behind the net. Tries going up top. Bem cuts that off. And now Schneider will play it ahead. Nathan Bem able to clear the zone. No, it's kept in, pardon me, at the blue line. Kosick with it in deep. Feathers a saucer pass. McFall had it on a tee, but he fanned on the shot. Blaze steps into Mastroianni, and now Bem will take it the other way for Edge against Steen, but Riley Steen doing a great job of defending that. And Pacific Coast able to clear the zone, flips it down the ice, picked up by William Patterson. He'll play it across for Brendan Hawker. Hawker gets it in, but it's turned away by Pacific Coast once again. So Patterson will regroup for Edge. Dump an attempt from Bindernord fanned on, and Pacific Coast looking to capitalize. Puck ends up back in the Sea Devils zone, and they'll reset. Elaine dumping it in. Brooke Davis hugging her post, deflects it into the corner. Clausen there for the Sea Devils, working it in deep against Patterson and Bindernord. Henschel in there as well for Pacific Coast. And it'll They'll work it free to the left corner. Hawker there, but cut off by Danileko. And now pushing it forward here is Luca Dufour. Carrying it in, Nate Crashley trying to take it straight to the net, unable to. And now would have been a 2-on-2, but Danileko's line mate at the end of his shift. He'll just take a long shot. Davis gloves it down and will play it for Smith. Smith plays it over to Barber. Barber looking, goes right back to Smith. Smith with a nice move around to get that puck ahead, but now the pass cut off and fired right onto Davis, who will take no chances and covers up. That dump in coming from Gavin Lesiak. 8:39 to play in the first period here. Tightly contested first 11 minutes or so, just the lone Mastroianni goal separating these two teams. Face-off won by Edge. Barber plays it up the wall for Cramp. He tried a stretch pass, but it's cut off by the Sea Devils yet again. Dumped in by Trace Anderson. He'll head off on a change. Smith takes a bump, and now it's fired up to the right-hand side. Jackson Smith flips it ahead, and Edge in on a rush. Murray steps around his man. Tried a quick pass, unable to. Cut off this pass from the Sea Devils, however. Still escaped the zone. Kosick with time. May catch Smith unaware. Opportunity, Kosick with a great move, but he put the backhand up over top of the net. Blaze shoved to the ice by Cook. Kosick with a centering attempt. Penalty coming up here against Edge. And they'll evacuate the zone as that puck escapes. Extra attacker on the ice here. Kosick looking for a quick stretch pass. He's into the zone. Not many Sea Devils with him. He'll lose the puck as Logan Murray will touch up. And a boarding penalty coming up here against, I believe this will be Cash Cook heading to the penalty box, and sure enough, it will be. So an opportunity for Edge to get back into this one. Pardon me, not Edge. Chance for Pacific Coast to get back into this one. Edge looking to defend it. Mastroianni will take this draw against Kosick. He's been out here for about a minute or so. Now he'll start the power play. Mastroianni wins the face-off. O'Shea gets it down the ice past Elaine, and McFall will go back to pick it up. McFall to Kosick. Noah Kosick starts the rush for the Sea Devils. Hails from Germany. Kosick into the zone, stops up against Mastroianni. Pretty even size matchup there. Kept in at the point, just barely by McFall. Now Elaine will let a shot go, tipped on the way through, and Blaze put it to the side of the net. Now a shot from McFall. Toe save from Davis. Equal to the task once again. Down low. Picked up by Ramsey. Jordan Ramsey goes up top. Kosick back to McFall, who lets it go. Scores! What a shot from Jace McFall as he goes barred down to tie this semifinal up at 1 apiece with 7 to play in the first period. Not much that Brooke Davis could do about that one. That shot placed perfectly to tie this game up as Jace McFall lets that one go. McFall with 11 goals on the season in the CSSHL. And he's got a big one here for his team as he ties it up at 1 apiece. Face-off won by the Sea Devils, and they'll look for another quick one. Dumped in, and after it goes Henschel. Check there. Mastroianni trying to pinch it past the pinching Hohe. Finally they get it through. And now Gourlay plays it up ahead. Missed his teammate, but it won't be an icing call. Hawker back to pick it up for Edge and behind the goal. Hawker waiting. Now he'll play a pass into the equipment of Henschel. Henschel trying to capitalize here. Couldn't find Clausen, who didn't know where the puck was. Patterson will play it up the boards. Kept in again. Another shot on. This one turned aside by Hawker. Shot let go by Maxwell Hohe. Now Edge the other way quickly. Bem walks in, fires, toe save. Another opportunity. They score. Nathan Bem with a quick response. Less than a minute after Pacific Coast tied the game. He gives Edge Prep a 2-1 lead. That's his third goal of the tournament. And what an effort as he let the first shot go. Johnson got his toe to it. Nobody there to clear the rebound. Bem pots it, and they retake the lead. Face off one once again by Edge Prep as we get back underway. It'll be dumped into the zone by Barber. There to pick it up is Riley Steen. He goes around the wall, but it's cut off by Bindernord. Puck battle continues in below the goal line of the Pacific Coast zone. Under 6 to play in this first period. Riley Steen picks it up. He tries to pass up ahead. Couldn't get it fully. Jackson Smith will hold the zone. Takes a bump there from Anderson. And now it's played up the wall. Vandenbrand can't get there. Edge keeps control. Hard hit there from Alain. Dumped his man. Puck still below the goal line. Edge still with possession. Playing it up the wall, but unable to get it out. Pacific Coast struggling under the pressure of the Edge Prep forecheck. Coming away with it now is Decos. He goes back to Smith, but it's cut off, and now Pacific Coast will come away 2-on-2. Skating into the zone is Vandenbrand. He fires a shot off a leg and wide of the net. Now Cook will play it ahead for Crashley. Crashley fired into the equipment of Kosick, and now Pacific Coast with possession. That may have been an attempt at a too many men penalty from Gorley as he just fired it towards the Edge bench, but it gave away possession instead. Now Kosick steps past Jackson Smith onside, but unable to regain possession. Under 5 to play now. Quick pass ahead, jumped over the stick of Wyatt Blaze. Now he'll go after it. That shot right, that clearing attempt right onto Davis. She had to be sharp to turn that aside. Now Cook the other way. Lost it in the skates of the defender, and now back comes Pacific Coast 4-on-2. Kosick into the zone, drops off. Quick pass into the skates, and unable to find Ramsey cleanly was Blaze. Now Ramsey has it below the goal line. Ramsey going back to the point. A shot through deflected. Blocker aside by Davis. O'Shea there, loses it to Blaze. Now Kosick takes a bump from Murray. Logan Murray in there defensively. Plays it off the glass, kept in, shot. Gloved by Davis, again let go by Howe, and Davis takes it. Kosick takes a bump after the whistle. 4:02 to play in the first period. Edge Prep leading on a goal by Nathan Bem. Faceoff will come to the right of Brooke Davis. Edge's captain, Noah Degenstein, will take this faceoff against Danileko. Faceoff won by Danileko. And he'll maintain control, goes down low for Clausen. Clausen will move it into the corner. Henschel tried going back to Clausen, but turned the puck over. Now Nathan Bem finds Mastroianni. Mastroianni walking in, going wide on a lane. Can't get a clean opportunity, and that puck will escape the zone off the stick of Hawker. His pass finds Degenstein. Now Degenstein struggling to get it in deep. Turned it over on the dump in. Henschel can't get a clean pass away, and it's turned aside and sent right back in by Edge Prep. Clausen with it now, and Pacific Coast able to clear the zone, but won't get it much further than the center line as Degenstein plays it across for Mastroianni. Tipped that one past Lesiak. And now Pacific Coast with it again. Edge School with it once again after a turnover. Pass across, that one missed Smith. And now Edge will have to escape the zone here. That pass straight through a pair of sticks, and Elaine will send it down the ice. That may have gone off a body. In fact, it did. So no icing here as it goes off of Fraser Barber. Jackson Smith with it, plays it into the middle. Dangerous pass, and there to pick it up is Dufour. Dufour carrying the other direction. Walks in, goes around his man, centers, and that puck ends up below the goal line again. Dufour will go back to the point for Barber. He fires a quick shot to the opposite corner. There to pick it up was Gourlay, but he turned it over to Bindernord. Bindernord in the corner. Under duress is a pair of Sea Devils in there fighting him for the puck. 2:20 to play in this first period. Edge leading 2-1. Puck battle continues in the corner. Coming away with it is Dufour. He centers. Turned aside, and now picking it up for the Sea Devils is Riley Steen. Pardon me, that's Noah Kosick. As he'll go back to the point for Gourlay. Played ahead for Ramsey. Ramsey cut off there by Cook. And now puck battle ensues on the half wall. Cook carries it in. Turned aside, Gourlay plays it ahead for Kosick. But that one missed. And it's sent the other direction by Schneider. And that'll be an icing call against Edge Prep. Minute 43 to play in this first period. Faceoff will come to the left of Davis here. Kosick will take this draw against Logan Murray. Blaze helps to win that draw. Tipped right on to Davis. Turns aside. Once again, Brooke Davis strong so far. Just the one goal against. Courtesy of Jace McFall. Edge defender loses an edge. Opportunity here. Oh, a quick shot through. Stick just broke on Cash Cook, and I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but the Sea Devils nearly equalized again with a point shot. Now Kosick into the zone. Feathers a pass across to Ramsey. That's offside at the edge line. Minute 13 left in the first period. Faceoff will come outside of the edge zone. Degenstein to take this one. Face-off one forward by Danileko. Clausen dealing with a hook. Thought he may have drawn a penalty. Won't. Now Danileko with it. Looking for a quick one. Fires a shot through. Turned aside by a couple of blocks. Now Degenstein the other way with Mastroianni. Could be a 2-on-2 as Danileko hurries back. Stopped up. Quick shot for Mastroianni. Blocked by Danileko. Now back to the point. Fired down. Centering attempt. Shot. Degenstein just missed. Now at the point, it's Patterson who lets it go. Tipped on the way through and wide of the net. It'll be picked up quickly here by Henschel. He'll get it as far as center, but no further. 32 seconds left in this first period. Picking it up is Riley Steen. He plays it around the right side of the boards. There to keep it in is Hawker. He fires a shot through. Turned aside by Chase Johnson. And now Kosick there to pick it up. Takes a bump. Battles. In deep is Mastroianni. Steen will pick it up. 10 seconds to play now. Maybe one last opportunity for the Sea Devils here as Kosick takes the pass. 5 seconds. Walks in. Feathers a pass. Opportunity here. Working in. What a save from Brooke Davis as she fully robs Wyatt Blaze at the buzzer. And after an eventful 20 minutes here on the North Rink, Edge Prep will lead this one after 20 minutes by a score of 2-1. Goals coming courtesy of Nathan Bem and Owen Mastroianni for Edge Prep. Jace McFall went bar down to tie the game for about a minute before Bem made it 2-1. We'll be back in about 20 minutes time here on hnlive.ca for second period action of the semifinals here in Enoch, Alberta at the River Cree Twin Arenas North Rink. Stay with us. Welcome back inside the River Cree Twin Arenas North Rink as second period about to get underway here in the semifinal of the U15 Crown Elite Invitational Tournament. Edge Prep currently leading Pacific Coast by a score of 2-1. Goals coming courtesy of Owen Mastroianni and Nathan Bame. Pacific Coast answering with a goal by Jace McFall. Winner of this game will go into the finals to play the winner of the game happening on the South Rink. That's NAX taking on Swift Current. NAX just broke into the Swift Current lead. It's 2-1 on that rink as well as we get back underway here. As Edge Prep take control of the puck, go back into their own zone. There to pick it up is Patterson. Thrown around the wall, kept in by McFall. Another hard shot from him. That one just missing over top of the net. Clearing the zone now. Momentarily is Pacific Coast. McFall fanning on that hit. Oh, and a hard hit there. Thrown by Wyatt Blaze, and that knocked down. I believe that's Oliver Cramp down on the ice. It knocked his helmet off. And now all the concern is for the injured member of Edge Prep. He is moving and he's getting up. Looks to be okay. Towel over his face, so he'll head off here. Up and skating under his own power. We'll keep an eye on that situation, but Oliver Cramp knocked down. We'll see if there's a call coming. I didn't see one on initial impact, but sometimes things can change. Looks to be a little bit of blood coming from the nose of the Edge forward. And that'll quickly put a damper on things here. 27 seconds into the second period. Doesn't appear that there will be a penalty called against Blaze. No, faceoff will be outside the Pacific Coast zone, and we'll get underway here in just a second. Degenstein will take this draw. And he beat Kosick, but Steen gains control. Mastroianni pushes Steen off his stride, and now he's in after the puck. Played around the wall. Blaze got a touch on it, but not enough to slow it down. That'll be an icing call against Pacific Coast. Closely contested semifinal here at the River Cree Twin Arenas. Pacific Coast looking to come back here. Edge looking to extend their lead. Degenstein to take this draw. Wins it back. Degenstein gets it from Hawker. Goes to Bame. Bame's pass splits the D. And Edge will be forced to regroup in their own zone. Picking it up now. Patterson turns that puck over. Pacific Coast able to gain control. Elaine plays it up the wall. And got it past Danileko and flipped it right back in by Edge Prep. Hard check thrown there, and now Degenstein on it against Elaine. Henshaw can't chip it past Barber. Now a hard hit there, thrown onto Danileko by Degenstein. Gourlay turns it back around. Neither team really able to gain the zone for much longer than a couple of seconds early in this second period. Now Danileko will fire it in, head off on a change. After it goes Trace Anderson. Reminder, this game could have been 2-2 if not for the heroics of Brooke Davis absolutely robbing Wyatt Blaze, on a golden opportunity. Edge Prep into the zone now. Centering pass for Degenstein, taken away. He's got it now. Goes around the check of Anderson, finds Bame. Bame goes across. Shot on from Smith, missed wide. Kept in at the point by Barber momentarily, and now Vandenbrand trying to get there. Couldn't. Checking onside is Crashley. Jackson Smith will turn around and regroup. Walking in is Smith, going wide. Fires a shot wide. Pair of quick shots from Jackson Smith here. Tipped on the way through. That shot by Bindernord got a piece of it. Dufour in there against Hoey. He takes a bump from Bindernord, and Dufour comes away with it. He leaves it there. Tried leaving it for Crashley, but it turned over. Lesiak with a stretch pass. Kosick looked like he got a touch on that puck, but it'll be an icing call regardless. Faceoff comes back into the Pacific Coast zone. Chase Johnson hasn't had to make too many saves in this second period, but Jackson Smith has missed the net by maybe centimeters on a multitude of occasions. Faceoff won by Edge. Cook with it. Lost it. Murray goes to get it. Fighting off the check of McFall. Murray's still with it. He'll go around for Mastroianni, and now Cook over to get it against Elaine. Cook dumped in the corner. Mastroianni comes away with it. Nice move by Mastroianni, but he can't get a shot away. Cook with the reverse check on Elaine. Elaine got up high. We'll see if this is a penalty coming up against Edge or not. No, it is Blaze touching up, and that'll be a penalty against Pacific Coast for head contact. Elaine will head off for what he hopes is a 2-minute seat, as he got up high on Cash Cook. Apologies for any name mispronunciations earlier on in this game. I believe we've got them all sorted out. So Edge Prep will have a... Well, first we're going to sort out a quick issue in the timekeeper's box, and then we'll get a power play underway for Edge Prep. I believe this is their first of the game. Good opportunity to claw, to extend this lead. Face off won by Prep. Cramp right back out on the ice after taking that scary collision. And Danilenko able to clear the zone quickly. We'll try to keep you updated on the other game. It's also live on hnlive.ca. Sean Mullen doing the commentary on here. I'm Zach Marks hanging with you for this one. Murray quickly in. Cook with it, rounding out of off the wall, goes around Danilenko, leaves it there at the point. O'Shea tried to go across to Schneider, couldn't handle it, just has to go in deep. Cook battling, as is Murray against Hoey. Murray comes away with it. Looked for the no-look pass to Cramp, who was streaking in but couldn't find him. Now Schneider goes to Cramp. Cramp, backdoor feed, shot, didn't get all of it. Murray misfires. Johnson need not make a save. Schneider back across. O'Shea walking in. That's a hard shot that hits the stick of Johnson, and he finds the rebound, covers up. Score currently 3-2 Swift Current on the South Rink over NAX. Tournament hosts won the Rocky Mountain Classic a couple months ago, so NAX losing here currently as it stands. If these two scores hold, it will be Edge Prep taking on Swift Current in the final tomorrow. But you know NAX and Pacific Coast want it to be a different matchup. Bame's stick lifted nicely by Henschel and able to clear the zone. Last minute of the power play here. And carrying out is Hawker. He'll go ahead for Bame, who carries into the zone, lost control of the puck, and Anderson able to clear the zone. Good penalty kill so far for Pacific Coast. Staving off the opportunities from Edge and now limiting them entirely right now. Edge carrying into the zone, chips it ahead. After it goes Degenstein. Gets a pass to Bame, and Anderson will backhand it to the point. Keeps it in with his skate, does Patterson across. Hawker lets a shot go, blocked by McFall. 10 seconds to go in the power play. Mastroianni with it. Across to Bame. Bame goes back to the point for Patterson, gives it right back. Bame down low for Mastroianni. He'll make a move around Steen. Go back to the point. Patterson's got to be quick. Fires a shot hard off the end wall. And now Kosick comes down to knock it away. And that'll do it for the man advantage. 0 for 1 for Edge on the power play. Johnson tries to slow that up. Instead, Steen will pick it up at the hash marks. Got collided with Kosick, and that will allow Binder Nord to come away with that puck, at least momentarily, but he's turned it over to Jordan Ramsey. Pacific Coast go after it. Ramsey on the forecheck. Now Binder Nord comes away with it, but turns it over yet again. This time onto the stick of Blaze. He played around the wall. There to pick it up for Edge is Dufour. He gets it ahead, chips past Alain, and now an opportunity here for Edge. Crashley fires, turned aside by Johnson. Loose puck, Dufour finds it, goes around the net. Back up top, fires on Smith. Blocker save from Johnson through a crowd, and I believe Blaze is just taking a penalty. Sure enough, Edge Prep going to go back to the power play here. Pad save from Johnson on the shot from Barber. Dufour gets there first. Gourlay ties him up. Binder North there, touched up by Blaze. And he's going to take a roughing penalty here. So right back to the power play with 13:43 to play in this second period. Edge with another opportunity to extend their lead. Not the time to be getting into penalty trouble for Pacific Coast as they trail here. 2-minute roughing penalty. Murray fixing his twig, and now he'll take the face-off. Lost it to Danilenko. And now Alain comes away with it. He'll fire at the length of the ice. And good start to the penalty kill for Pacific Coast. Edge starting the rush with Jackson Smith, who can skate wheels around players. Gains the zone, plays a backhand pass from Murray. Murray goes to Cook. Cook cross checked down by Alain, who has no stick. So I guess it was more just shoved to the ice as opposed to a cross check, and Pacific Coast clears the zone. Edge will recoup behind their net, and it's played ahead. Into the zone, Murray. Logan Murray crunched by Clausen. That's going to be a penalty up high. Might be 2, in fact, against Clausen. He's not happy about it, but Edge Prep about to get in a lengthy 5-on-3. Mastroianni keeps it in at the point. Owen Mastroianni walks in, fires, blocked by Hohe. Still bouncing around. They haven't gained control. And now something in the crease. Cook has it. Goes up top. Misfiring there was Oliver Cramp, and that puck will escape the zone. Smith will clear. And Pacific Coast still yet to touch up. A delayed penalty coming here. 6-on-4 for an extended period here. And finally, Danileko touches up. There'll be a head contact penalty against Hudson Clausen. So 35 seconds of 5-on-3 time would have been longer had Edge not controlled the puck for about an extra 20 to 30 seconds with the extra attacker while Brooke Davis was on the bench. So 3 skaters for Pacific Coast here. Another time clock issue. And we will wait just a second here. Now the penalty's on the board. 12:18 to play. The 3 for Pacific Coast, Anderson, McFall, and Steen. Degenstein to take this penalty, or pardon me, this face-off, and actually it won't be him as he's going to get tossed. Bain will come in to take it. One by Anderson. McFall turning, firing down the ice, jumped over the stick of Schneider, and that'll clear the zone and kill a quick 10 seconds off the 5-on-3. Schneider's got to move quickly if Edge wants to capitalize here. Quick play up for Bain. Bain walking in, has the step on Steen, gonna fire, scores! What a shot from Nathan Bain, as he goes shelf on Chase Johnson, his second of the game, and it's 3-1 Edge Prep. And that comes with 15 seconds remaining in the initial penalty, so still 1:39 of power play time with which to work. Nathan Bain with just an unbelievable solo effort there, carrying in from just about his own blue line, goes wide on Steen and goes top glove over the shoulder of Johnson. Face-off controlled by the Sea Devils. They get it down the ice. Kosik's going after this, short-handed. Davis has to be careful, and she'll get it ahead for Bain, who stays out there for the power play. Could have a hat trick on the marking, but he's offside. He drew his captain off. Noah Degenstein looks skyward, and that'll draw a face-off outside the Pacific Coast zone. First multi-goal lead of this game for either side belonging to Edge Prep. Bit of a clock problem yet again. Now it says 3-1. Delay in getting the scoreboard proper there. I believe ours is correct. So Degenstein winning that draw, but controlled quickly by Henschel and sent down the ice. And a quick clear yet again for Pacific Coast. Edge winds up once again. Jackson Smith to carry. Gets it ahead for Bain. Bain gives it to Mastroianni, who lost it to Alain. Lane wants that puck, but it's turned over instead. Degenstein with it. Bain gets it. Goal away from a hat trick here. Might look for it. Walking into the middle, walking around a pair, fires up over top of the net. He wanted the hat trick here in just under half a period. Instead, Danileko has a chance shorthanded. Multiple players tracking back. He fires a weak shot onto Davis, and she'll cover up, but 40 seconds to go. That'll kill an extra 10 seconds or so at the very least of this power play. 10:58 to play in the second period. 3-1 our score here in favor of Edge Prep. Face off to the left of Davis. Face off won by Edge, and Jackson Smith will pick it up and take it behind his own net. Makes a move and gets around the forecheck. And will carry in himself, going wide on Hohe, gets around, and Jackson Smith fires, glove save from Johnson. Hohe attempting to clear, and will as Smith was in deep, unable to play the point position. 20 seconds left in the power play. Jackson Smith gets it once again. This time plays a pass ahead. What a move there from DeFore as he walks in, unable to pull the trigger. Now Jackson Smith again, blocker save from Johnson. Smith stepping into a slap shot, goes up over top of the net, may have gone off the stick of Johnson. Crashly unable to handle the rebound. Penalty expires. Clausen steps back out on the ice. Kosick hops onto the ice. And we're back to 5-on-5. Prep capitalizing on just one of the 2 power plays, though it does come with the 5-on-3. Now Prep players running into each other. Smith dumps it in deep, and Pacific Coast will go after it. Halfway through this semifinal on hnlive.ca, Zach Marks bringing you all the action here for the rest of the night from the North Rink. Pacific Coast with the puck in deep. Ramsey over to Kosick. Avoids a check and works in deep. Battles, loses the puck in behind the net to Caden Schneider. Right up the wall. Ramsey keeping it in. Kosick in on the forecheck. Lost it there to Decos, and now out to center comes Edge Prep. Chipped in onside. With it is Cook. Centering off a stick and almost out, but kept in at the point. Once, but not twice. O'Shea missed it. Jordan Ramsey in on a 2-on-1 with Kosick. Ramsey walking in, fires. Turned aside by Davis. She's made a number of key stops in this one so far, and she'll keep her team up by 2 with that one. Kosick in on the forecheck all alone. It happened a couple of times in this game where he's just been cornered by Edge defenders. Oh, and Cook avoids a big hit from Clausen, who's been incredibly physical throughout this tournament. Elaine carries in, lost control of it. Murray will flip it out to center, and Bain with an opportunity to skate onto that. Somehow that's called onside. It looked off to me, a backdoor feed and a goal. William Patterson on the feed from Nathan Bain, and Edge Prep goes up 4-1. Looks like a delayed penalty was coming up as well, as there are 6 members of Edge Prep on the ice. Chase Johnson throws the puck towards the bench. He's unhappy. 4 goals against in this game. And now a discussion happening here. May be discussing, not sure what the discussion is here. 8:40 to play. As of now, as the score stands, it's 4-1. We'll keep an eye on the officials here to decide what the situation is. I will say, from my vantage point, it looked like Bay may have been a little bit ahead of that puck. And that may be what they're discussing. Call on the ice is a goal, so it would have to be irrefutable. And I do not believe the tournament has video replay. Lengthy pause here as the officials talk this one over. Could be a critical call here in the semifinal. Edge players will head to the bench and talk it over with their coach. As this delay approaching about 2.5 minutes at this point by my count. But you need to get this right in a game of this magnitude. No goal is the decision. They're going to call it offside. From my eyes, that is the correct call. Boehm looked to be a little bit ahead of the play, but regardless, the officials decide no goal. Boehm's going to get the official decision from the official. But 3-1 will stand as the score. A big change here on the North Rink. Edge thought they'd made it 4-1. Refs are going to give their explanation to the coaching staff of Edge Prep, but 3-1 will stand. 8:40 to play in this second period. And what a big call this could turn out to be later on. We're back underway here after a bit of a lengthy pause. Elaine controls, linesman catches an edge, and now he's dealing with a couple of physical body checks there from Henschel. Thrown towards an Edge player, but may have caught the linesman at least once. Working in now is Boehm, looking to regain that for the goal. Nathaniel Boehm, Nathan Boehm, lost it to Clausen. Good defensive play there from Danilenko, who lost control of the puck there, but uses the body to take it away. And that's offside. Clausen was working in, but due to the offensive gate being inside the zone, Kosick was offside as he entered the play. 8:06 to play in this second period. Face off just outside the edge zone. Binder Nord will get tossed from the draw, so in to take it was Dufour. He won it. And now Binder Nord carries in for Edge. Dumps it in, goes after it against McFall. Up the boards, Ramsey with it. Plays it ahead for Kosick, who just goes around Jackson Smith like he's standing still. But his pass is cut off by the Edge prep defender. Up ahead, knocked off the puck there, but crashly by McFall, who at this point is my pick for player of the game to this point. Hoey plays it up the wall. Blaze will get there first. His pass down low, cut off. And physicality ramping up here late in the second period. Edge having a tough time clearing the zone, and once again, it's going to be kept in, this time by Blaze. Down low. Blaze in there as well as, I believe, that's Noah Kosick. Check that. Kosick's on the back check as Edge comes away. Pad pass results in Pacific Coast regaining control, and then Hoey missed his teammates. And they're going to wave this off. No icing. And Brooke Davis had to come out to play it to prevent an opportunity for Pacific Coast. Chipped out to center. And down the ice. Edge back in on the forecheck. Hoey can't clear the zone. Cramp did a good job taking that away. Cook has it. Working it around Hoey. What a move. Centers. Murray fires through the crease. That would have been a highlight reel goal, courtesy of Cash Cook, as Johnson directs that up and out of play. But my goodness, we're dangling in a phone booth from Cash Cook. And he almost had the assist of the tournament. We've seen a couple candidates for goal of the tournament. That would have been a good shout for assist. But it goes awry. 6.5 to play in the second period. Face off to the left of Chase Johnson. Murray wins it back, but Clausen quick to it to clear the zone. Schneider with it now for Edge. Fired that into the hand of Cook, and he's going to wheel in. Cook trying to toe drag Gorley. Did eventually, but not as clean as he would have liked. Centering. Now Cook with it still. Fires a backhand off the crossbar. What a shot. Cash Cook. With that one. Back to the point, Schneider for Cramp. Back to Schneider, barely kept it in. He'll just fire it down low for Cook. Cash Cook centers. Murray fires again. They ring the crossbar. And I think the net may have come off just a bit with that shot. And the linesman will come in to fix it. But yeah, sure enough, knocking the net off with that shot. Logan Murray unloading that one. As both Cook and Murray come oh so close to extending this lead even further. Degenstein loses that draw. Steen has possession, gets knocked down by Mastroianni. And now Kosick on the 2-on-1 with Blaze. Kosick going to try and drop it back. Shot, scores! Pacific Coast right back in the game. Kosick finds the trailer. Looked to be Hudson Clausen. And the Sea Devils are right back in it. It's 3-2. You know what? Check that. It's the second of the game for Jace McFall. He beats Brooke Davis once again. And suddenly this game gets a little bit tighter. The clock runs just a bit. 3-2. 5:20 to play here. And as we get back underway, Noah Kosick with the primary assist there. And what a shot from McFall for his second of the game. Puck down into the Edge zone once again. Fired around. We'll see if Edge can have as quick a response as they did last time. Less than a minute after Pacific Coast tied the game, they made it 2-1. Edge right back in. Boehm centers. Can't find Degenstein. Kept in at the point by Hawker. Back to Degenstein in the corner. Down low for Boehm. Degenstein gets it right back. Turned over. Elaine with it. Fires it up the wall. Cut off. Fires. Patterson let that go through a pair of bodies. And now unable to keep the zone. Degenstein and Hawker both missed that puck. Degenstein pokes it ahead. Boehm for Mastroianni on the forecheck. Steen plays it through the legs of Elaine. Boehm will look. Drops it down low. Degenstein after it on the forecheck, as is Mastroianni. Steen pokes it ahead for Blaze. Blaze finds Vandebrand. And away comes the Sea Devils. Oh, and Vandenbrand tripped up. No call coming here. And now back the other way comes Nathan Boehm. He's offside. Edge will have to clear the zone. Binder Nord runs into Lesiak. And Hohe will control the puck. Less than just over 4 to play in this period. Dumped in. Jackson Smith will pick it up for Edge Prep. Played ahead. And now into the zone. Crashley gets it in onside. Binder Nord hit the linesman with that puck. Now Dufour comes away with it. Backhand pass down low for Crashley. Tipped it. Now a backhand. Turned aside. Johnson, it was loose, and now the whistle comes. 3:46 to play in this second period as Edge looks for the insurance marker here. Faceoff will come to the right of Chase Johnson, who's been good today. He's been beaten by some solid shots. Binder Nord to take this against Danileko. Crashley comes away with it. And Clausen with an opportunity to clear. He'll retreat behind his net. Now plays it up the wall. Takes a bump from Dufour and couldn't clear the zone. Binder Nord with it. Working down low. Switches with Dufour. Plays it back to Crashley. Now a shot through a pair of bodies. Barber's shot blocked. Crashley keeps it in. Fires a backhand towards the goal. Now Binder Nord with an opportunity. It trickles through a pair of legs. And now Danileko able to clear. Crashley keeping it in at the point again, however, fires a long shot wide. Johnson blockered that as well. Steen now takes a hard hit there from Crashley as his teammate Henschel will clear the zone. Jackson Smith back to get it. 3 minutes to play in this second period. Edge Prep leading 3-2 in this semifinal. I'll play it up the boards as Murray gets it in deep. Elaine around, looking, fires a stretch pass. That's onside. An opportunity here for Jordan Ramsey. He fires. Penalty coming. And that'll be a hook. No penalty shot here. But a great opportunity for Jordan Ramsey to tie this game up. Brooke Davis makes the save. But a penalty coming up here to the Edge Prep School's Tyler O'Shea. Kosick will take this draw for Pacific Coast as they look to tie this game up. He wins it back to McFall. He's got 2 already. Does he have another? Kosick. Back to McFall. Fakes a slap shot. Goes back to Kosick. Kosick goes below the goal line. Centering pass. Quick shot. What a save from Brooke Davis as she gets across to make a spectacular save to keep things knotted where we are. 3-2 in favor of Edge Prep. Face off to the left of Brooke Davis. Kosick's going to get tossed, so in to take it will be Blaze. Face off won by Wyatt. Blaze to the wall. Kosick controls, goes back to McFall. Jace McFall goes to the opposite side. Now back to McFall. He'll look. Now goes to Kosick. Kosick goes right back to his D-man. McFall lets it go, just missed the net. An opportunity there, and Davis makes the save. Brooke Davis hasn't appeared too much for Edge yet. Only came up until just after Christmas, when she spent most of her early season in AA. 9 wins, 2 losses, a .312 goals against, and a .910 save percentage. Spectacular numbers in AA. That's why she's with Edge Prep now. Face-off won by the Edge Prep School, but controlled by the Sea Devils. McFall down to Kosick, back down low. Missed that pass for Ramsey. Now McFall gets it at the point. Minute 12 to go in the power play. Final 2 minutes here of the second period. Ramsey back to Kosick. Kosick will go back to McFall. He'll just let one rip. And Davis makes the save yet again. Covers up. Minute 49 to play in the second period. McFall with the MO of shoot the puck. Does it a lot in the CSSHL. 32 points in 22 games, including 11 goals. He's got both for Pacific for the Sea Devils so far. Kosick has it from McFall. Now he'll go back to McFall. Lets it go. Blocked on the way through, but McFall keeps it in. Kosick back with it. He'll go down low for Ramsey. Stuffed play. High puck. and Edge will be able to clear. And now a 2-on-1 developing here. Oliver Cramp in alone with Mastroianni. He fires, blocker saved by Johnson. Loud rebound, nobody reads it. Edge has another opportunity. That shot up and out of play from Patterson. Nervy moments here for Pacific Coast. There's a shorthanded chance, almost breaks big for Edge Prep. 34 seconds left in the power play. Minute 20 to go in the second period. Faceoff will be outside the Pacific Coast zone. Kosick to take it against Degenstein. One straight back. McFall gets it over to Elaine. Elaine will go back to his D partner, and McFall will lead the rush ahead. Now Danileko gets it in. He'll leave it there. McFall goes back to Danileko. Kosick gets there. Noah Kosick looking. 13 seconds left. Goes back to McFall. Lets a shot go. Deflected. Took out his own man. That's a tough shot to block to take there, especially when it's your own guy. Hudson Clausen feeling the effects of that one from Jace McFall. Final minute now. Power play has expired. Pacific Coast now 1 for 3. McFall fires a pass. It's cut off. Mastroianni with time, space, fires, blocker save from Johnson. And he's equal to the task on that one. Now Kosick trying to get there. Jackson Smith with a shimmy and a shake, and he'll get a pass ahead for Bame. Bame walking in. Gets to the puck first. Stops up. Avoids a check. Spins around. Leaves it for Mastroianni. He avoids the check there from McFall. Tired group of players out there for Pacific Coast with 15 seconds to go. Bame with it. Looking to capitalize here. There's a good number of these players who are stuck out there for the power play. Shot through, deflected. Chase Johnson finds it. Pacific Coast. Elaine pulling Mastroianni away from his goalie. Bindernord gives Elaine a shove. And temper's boiling over a little bit here with 7.5 seconds to go in the second period. Don't tell these kids that this game doesn't mean anything. This is a semi-final of the Crown Tournament. Elaine going to head off for head contact. So the face-off will come all the way down, I do believe. Or at least, or no, it'll stay here because it's a Pacific Coast penalty. I apologize. So power play time for Edge Prep. They'll have to work quickly to capitalize here. 7.5 seconds left in this second period. Bindernord will take this draw against Trace Anderson. Anderson wins it back. Gourlay gets to it, and Blaze will clear the zone, and that'll do it for the second period as the teams trade goals. Long shot on. Johnson gloves it easily, and that'll do it. Teams trade goals. Jace McFall's second of the game has Pacific Coast a little bit closer. Nathan Bame with 2 in the game, including a spectacular short side snipe on Johnson. And we stand at 3-2 through 40 minutes. Edge will have a minute 52 of power play time to start the third period. But for now, we'll take a breather. Let things stew as the Zamboni hits the ice to give us a fresh sheet for this final period. And we'll be back in about 20 minutes' time. Welcome back inside the north rink of the River Cree Twin Arenas here on hnlive.ca. Zach Marks, pleased to be bringing you third period action from the Elite U15's Crown Memorial Invitational Tournament. Semifinals here, third period. Edge Prep with a slim 3-2 lead, as well as a minute 52 of power play time to kickstart this third. Winner will take on the winner of NAX Swift Current happening on the other rink. Sean Mullen bringing you that one also on hnlive.ca. And we are underway. That game currently tied at 3 apiece. We'll keep an eye on that one to see how it impacts this. Losers go to the bronze medal game. Into the zone. Logan Murray for Edge. Goes back to the point. Controlled by Patterson. Over back to Murray. His pass off a stick. And Pacific Coast will clear the zone. Hawker will pick it up behind the net, left for him by Brooke Davis. Hawker. Pass ahead for Cook. Cash Cook. Cut off there. And now Pacific Coast will start back the other way. Blaise will send it down the ice. And Patterson will pick it up behind the net. Ahead for Cook. Cook gets through one, but can't get through both. And then he dumped his man. No call coming there. Puck's down the ice. We played a minute here. Davis leaves it for Hawker. Patterson takes the stick out of Vandenbrand's hand. Again, no call. Pacific Coast getting upset here. Bame walking in, firing. Turned aside by Johnson. His best save of the period. Now Smith walks into one and hammers it off the mask of Johnson, and it comes right off, causing a whistle with 35 seconds left in the power play. Edge Prep getting away with a couple of the little things as we get in deep into this semifinal. One more game coming after this from the North Rink. It'll be the Calgary Bisons taking on the Calgary North Stars. Now a discussion coming here with the Pacific Coast bench and the officials as Johnson fixes his mask up. As that was a hard shot from Jackson Smith. 5 points in the tournament, just with the 1 goal, but 8 goals in the CSSHL this season for Edge. And we're ready to get back underway. Face-off will be to the left of Johnson. Degenstein wins that face-off. It's back to Smith. Walking into the middle. Leaves it for Bame. He fires. Johnson makes the save. Rebound picked up by Mastriani. Shot on. Gloved by Johnson, and he'll hold on. 20 seconds left in the man advantage here. Strong start to the period for Edge here as they look to increase their lead. Thought they'd gone up 4-1 at one point, but it was deemed that Bame had been ahead of the play, and they called off the goal. McFall scored shortly after. Barber, Bame, quick shot from Degenstein is blocked, and Pacific Coast will clear. That'll do it for the rest of this power play, as Pacific Coast survive. Barber picks it up, and he'll start the rush. Goes up ahead. Puck is flipped in. Mastriani gloves it ahead to himself. Gets it down low for Degenstein. He's out of the corner. Looks for a pass. It's cut off. Pacific Coast unable to clear the zone immediately. Now Smith has it in his own end. Smith turned it over onto the stick of Ramsey, but he did enough to get back momentarily. Ramsey wins possession. Kosick with it now. Noah Kosick. Couple of nifty moves. Centering. Fires. Oh, and blocked shot from Schneider. Takes away a golden opportunity from Wyatt Blaise. Bame into the zone. Fired it into the corner. Hard hit thrown there for Mastriani, who may have taken the worst of it. Now Pacific Coast back the other way. Steen. Or pardon me, that's Noah Kosick. Both similarly sized, and their numbers look the same from a mile away. Coming away with it is Crashley. He turns it over. Wyatt Blaise loses an edge and then takes out, I believe that was O'Shea. Now carrying on is Binder Nord as he loses control of it. Controlled by DeFore. He tries to shoot. Unable. And now it's picked up by Hoey. He fires it off the boards, and that'll go all the way down for an icing call. 16:46 to play in the third period. 3-2 our score. Nathan Bame currently with the game-winning goal. If this score stands, Edge Prep will head to the final tomorrow afternoon. Peter Labardius will have the call for that one right here on hnlive.ca. And Binder Nord going to get tossed from the face-off here. So coming in to take it will be, I believe that was Degenstein. Quick shot off the draw, turned aside by Johnson. And now they clear the zone. Crashley plays it up ahead. Almost ran into Clausen. Clausen did well to avoid the check, mind you. And now he goes back to the point. Over to Steen. Riley Steen going to fire one. Goes off a stick and over the net. Stays in the playing surface. DeFore fires it down the ice. And that'll be an icing call against Edge. Face-off will come back down into the Edge Prep zone. Been an exciting day of action here on Saturday. Saturday morning to Saturday evening where we are now. And this may be the best game we've had, at least for me. 3-2 late here in the third period of the semifinals. Pacific Coast hunting for an equalizer. Cook plays it out as Edge Prep looks to extend this lead. Pacific Coast a quick up here. Just missed the stick of Vandebrand as he shakes his head knowing that was a golden opportunity to gain entrance into the zone. Instead, the faceoff will go all the way back into the Pacific Coast end of play, where a good chunk of it has been played. Faceoff to the right of Johnson. Murray to take it. Would have been against Kosick. Instead, it'll be against Blaze. I assume you'll see a lot of both Nathan Boehm and Noah Kosick over the course of this one. The remainder of the way with 16 minutes to play. Jordan Ramsey able to clear the zone momentarily, but it's sent right back in by Cook. Blaze leaves it there. Noah Kosick, he has an opportunity here, 2-on-1. He'll get there first, but he's unable to make the pass the way he would have wanted to. He has to avoid a check, and a bobbling puck is picked up by Murray, and he'll clear the zone as far as center. Carrying the puck in. Quick shot on. That one made by Maxwell Hoey, the captain of this Pacific Coast team, as he lets that one go, gloved by Brooke Davis. And the face-off will come inside to the right of the edge net. Degenstein will take this draw against Danileko. Won by Degenstein, the captain of this Edge Prep team. O'Shea can't deal with the check of Henschel. Henschel pulls it free. He's going to go around the net. Centers. Brooke Davis directs it to the corner. Mastroianni now tries to chip it past the lane, and he does. Danileko does a good job to keep control, but O'Shea will clear the zone onto the stick of Nathan Boehm. Boehm enters the zone, drops off. O'Shea let it go. That one's blocked on the way through by a Sea Devil. Now a puck battle ensues on the half wall. Squirts free. First to it is a Sea Devil. They'll poke it out of the zone. O'Shea will have to clear. Wait for his teammates to clear. He'll go across to Schneider, who gives it right back to Tyler O'Shea. Ahead for Degenstein. He's hit by Henschel, and now Kosick works in for the Sea Devils. Noah Kosick avoids a check from Mastroianni and goes in deep. Goes around the wall, picked up by Boehm. Chips it past Ramsey and then takes a check to get the puck out. Now Kosick with it. He'll go back to the point for a lane. Stretch pass into the skates of Blaze. Now Kosick enters the zone. Fires a pass across for Steen, who will have to go right back into his own end as that puck left the zone. Kosick, quick pass ahead. Blaze able to get it in momentarily. Now an opportunity the other way for Edge Prep. Quick out by the Sea Devils doesn't work, but Bindernord put it into the Pacific Coast bench, and that'll draw a whistle. With 3:50 to go, 2 minutes to go on the South Rink, still tied at 3 apiece. Looks destined for overtime over on South Rink. We here at North Rink, well, we're watching Edge Prep hold a 3-2 lead with 13:50 to go. Patterson gains control off the draw, dumps it down the ice, slowed up by Johnson. Prep still with it. It's on the stick of Dufour. Edge looking to extend this lead, as they know a 1-goal lead may not stand up. Shot from Dufour doesn't get through. Hawker there to keep it in. Evades the check from Vandebrand. Shot right on. Stopped by Johnson, and he'll cover up. Every second precious at this point for Pacific Coast. Edge just looking to salt this one away down the other end. Faceoff will come to the right of Chase Johnson's goal. And it's one back. Walking in here, quick shot turned aside by Johnson. Cash Cook letting that one go. And now that one Might be an icing call, and it won't be. They're going to wave it off. Jackson Smith got there ahead of time. Now Danileko on the forecheck. Trying to capitalize here. Clausen with it. He loses it. Jackson Smith plays it right in front of his goal. He scores! They're going to wave it off. Pacific Coast think they've tied the game. The ref immediately waves this one off. Danileko let it go, but the goal won't count. The net is knocked off by Jackson Smith. And the goal will not stand. Both teams have now had a goal disallowed in this game. And unbelievable here on the north rink, as it appeared that Pacific Coast had tied the game. They believe the call is going to be that the Pacific Coast player knocked Smith into the net, potentially, and the faceoff will leave the zone. So sure enough, they're going to say that a Pacific Coast Sea Devil forced Smith into the net, which could be possible. I did miss it, but the net knocked off. Davis breathes a sigh of relief, and now Pacific Coast need another one. Both teams with a goal disallowed, and I'm sure Edge Prep thinking, well, there's ours. And now working in is Henschel quickly. Tries to go around. Schneider does, but the puck ends up below the goal line. Henschel loses it to Cook, and now Cash Cook will lead the rush the other way for Edge Prep. That's offside as Murray ahead of the play as Cramp entered the zone. 12.5 to play in this third period. Appreciate anybody tuning in, watching this one. Winner of this goes on to the gold medal game. And will take on either Northern Alberta Extreme or it will be the Swift Current Broncos U15 AAA team. Face-off one by Pacific Coast, but the puck's into the zone. Opportunity here. Boehm couldn't pull the trigger. Nathan Boehm working back, tries going back to the point, unable to, and now Pacific Coast has a break here. 3-on-2 the other way. Kosick tried going across for Ramsey, or pardon me, that was Wyatt Blaze. Now Kosick working in, low shot, pad save from Davis. Patterson clears it, Mastriani the other way. Chips past Gourlay, picks it up. Tries a centering pass, that goes off a skate. Now another centering pass, another opportunity to score. And that one will count for William Patterson. He had the goal disallowed in the second period. This one, he pulls the Austin Matthews. He points goal, and Edge Prep, just a mere minutes ago, believed that this game was tied. In fact, they're up 2 as William Patterson enacts a little bit of revenge for that goal that was called back in the second. And that's a big goal for Edge as they extend their lead here with just under 12 to play in the third period. Gut check time for the Sea Devils. Face off, one to the side wall, and now controlled by Edge Prep. Patterson plays it ahead for Binder-Nord, but that one missed, and that'll be an icing call against Edge Prep. Edge Prep have played a very solid game throughout, and they're rewarded with that one. As Patterson goes 5-hole on Johnson. Now to take this draw is O'Shea. Binder-Nord wins it straight back. I believe I've just heard a horn go in the other rink, so could be overtime in the other semifinal. Crashley takes a bump from Lesiak and then dumps his man. Penalty, no penalty coming here, so carrying on. Actually, there will be a penalty coming, and it's against Pacific Coast. And it might not be anymore as Jackson Smith takes a liberty at the end. So we'll see what comes of this. Brooke Davis was heading off for the extra attacker. And as we await a call here. And sure enough, Jackson Smith's going to head to the penalty box for one for head contact. So coincidentals here. And it'll be Anderson heading off on the other side, Trace Anderson. 4-2, Edge Prep leads. Most recent goal coming from William Patterson. And Pacific Coast will get the extra player out on the ice to make it 5-on-5, and we'll get back underway here. 11:25 to play in the third period. Edge Prep control off the draw, but Pacific Coast forces a turnover and will look to get out of the zone. Forces it ahead Into the zone comes Clausen. A penalty coming up here. And it'll be a charging penalty coming up here. I'm not sure who it's against. O'Shea's, it'll be Cash Cook heading off. O'Shea's in some discomfort as well. And we'll go to a power play for Pacific Coast. Overtime about to begin in the South Rink for the other semifinal. NAX in overtime. Pacific Coast, meanwhile, looking to capitalize on this power play. Degenstein hops on the ice to make it 5-on-4. Almost an inadvertent 5-on-3. Crashley's going to get tossed from the faceoff dot, which works out for Edge Prep, as they'd much rather have Degenstein taking this draw. And it won't be Degenstein. It'll actually be Schneider who has to come in and take it. So a defender will take this draw, and he did it well. He beat Kosick, which gets a clap of approval from the penalty box. But Pacific Coast controls. Kosick working it, goes down low for Ramsey. He's going to look for a pass across. A lane in deep. He's almost handcuffed his D-man. Now Kosick with it. Go back to McFall. Jace McFall, he's got two already. He lets this one go. Davis makes the save. Rebound cleared to the corner. Kosick goes off the boards, back to McFall, who will give it right back to Noah Kosick. Kosick looking, sits on it, passes across for a lane, but a good stick from Hawker takes that one away. McFall right back to Noah Kosick. Down low for Ramsey. Ramsey backdoor lane. What a save from Brooke Davis as she gets across to get a stick on it and keep this one where it is. McFall lets that one go. Davis with another save, and Edge Prep clear. Brooke Davis selling her soul for that one, and Edge Prep continue to lead by 2. As we approach the halfway point of this third period, 55 seconds left in the man advantage. Kosick with the rush. Inside, outside on Mastroianni, who took the stick out of Kosick's hands. No penalty coming, but Pacific Coast regained control. Pass across, Elaine has to get over. Chips it down low. Clausen dealing with this. Mastroianni trying to clear, unable to. Clausen gets there first. Stick chopped out of his hands. That one may have been a little bit less of a penalty, but he gets the puck here, goes around the wall. Kosick and McFall still out there along with Elaine. Back to McFall. McFall looking, he'll go to Elaine. He wanted that puck. Did Carter. Colton Elaine. Elaine tries going back to McFall. Bam out to check him. Puck down low. Kosick still with it. He'll poke it back to McFall, who gives it right back to Kosick. 6 seconds left in the power play. Down low. Oh, and a backdoor feed for Elaine didn't work. Puck kept in the zone, though. Penalty expires. 9 minutes to play here. Still 4-2. We're back even strength. Shot. Handcuffed McFall. And now an opportunity on a breakaway. It's Cash Cook in alone. Passes. Bam. Missed the net. May have been stopped by Johnson. Net has come off its moorings here, so that'll draw a whistle with 8:55 to play. But it appears like Chase Johnson may have just made the save of his team's tournament here to keep them in this game. They trail by just 2 with 8:55 to play. Binder Nord will take this face-off for Edge. Face-off won by the Pacific Coast Sea Devils and controlled behind the net by Wyatt Danileko. He'll take his time. Turned it over right in front. Johnson quick to cover up. That was almost a heartbreaking mistake for Wyatt Danileko. Instead, it's a face-off inside the zone. Face-off won this time by Binder Nord. Quick shot towards goal. That one missed, and it'll be picked up in the opposite corner by the Sea Devils. Shot on, turned aside. This time by the defender. Lesiak will go back to Maxwell Howe. And now, carrying into the zone is Danileko. In the corner now. Now he'll play it around, and now clearing attempt from Edge Prep does eventually get out. Gourlay dumping it in, turned aside by Schneider, and Edge will go the other way. Turned aside this time by, I believe that was Maxwell Howe. Now Kosick applying pressure here. Schneider clears the zone, but it's turned over right there as Blaze works in. He was robbed earlier, he fires. Davis makes the save. That shot may have gone off the stick of Schneider. And makes it a little bit easier for Brooke Davis. 7:51 to go. Pacific Coast running out of time here. Still awaiting a result on the South Rink. NAX and Swift Current in overtime. Possibly a shootout by this point, not sure. Hawker will play it across to Patterson. Plenty of time for him. He knocks it down. It's knocked out of the air by Kosick. Now Ramsey in there. Cook knocks his man down, working in his Blaze against Hawker, who played that well. Brendan Hawker stops up, waits, look for a pass here, waits up behind the net. Edge happy to sit on this puck. Now he'll move it. Hawker ahead for Cramp. That pass misses. Blaze regains control for Pacific Coast. Now trying to get it in is Ramsey. He gets it ahead to Kosick, who avoids a huge check from Cook. And then another one. That one was coming from Cramp. Finally, he's knocked off the puck, but he's forced a turnover. He's in against it against Hawker. Clausen gets there first. Kosick putting his body on the line here. Shot on, blocked on the way through by Patterson. That shot let go by Elaine. McFall keeps it in at the point. Hard shot that ends up going off a stanchion and out of play. So that faceoff will stay inside the Edge zone. 6:49 to play into the third period. Edge Prep lead Pacific Coast 4-2. Face-off to the right of Brooke Davis. Degenstein to take it against Danileko. Danileko winning that draw forward. And now he has it with Clausen in the corner as well. But Boehm works it free and starts the trek the other way. Degenstein gives it back to Boehm. Boehm toe drag. Opportunity shot. Glove save from Johnson. Boehm's looking for the hat trick here. Now Boehm goes around the net. He'll give it to Mastroianni, who gets it right back to Boehm. Puck in behind the goal. Danileko comes in to clean up and will get things out for the Sea Devils. Ran into Clausen for a second, manages to gain the red line and dump it in. Davis leaves it there for Jackson Smith. Smith will start the rush. Smooth skating defenseman turns it over though, but a good stick prevents that. Now he's in right away. Tried a quick pass, Boehm with an opportunity, but a good stick there from Hoey took it away. Knocked his goalie out of the crease for a second there. I believe I've just heard another horn, so it sounds like a shootout will happen in the other semifinal right here. NAX looking for the dagger. Another shot on, this one covered up. Schneider stopped. And Chase Johnson holds on. 5:45 to go in the third period here. High-flying third period. Seems to have flown by here. We got one more game from both rinks later this evening. Lloydminster and Sherwood Park out on the other rink. Right here we will have a pair of Calgary teams. The Buffaloes and the North Stars. Centering pass and penalty coming up here. Not sure who against. It'll be a head contact penalty coming up. Looks to be against Edge as they skate out of the zone. And we'll see who's taken to the penalty box. And sure enough, a head contact penalty coming up against Binder Nord. So with 5:38 to go, a power play for the Pacific Coast Sea Devils. You can't ask for much better timing here late in this game. Crashley will take this draw against Kosick. Kosick wins the draw, but O'Shea finds it first and clears the zone. Johnson will stop up. 5.5 to go here. If there's ever a time for Pacific Coast to find a goal, it needs to be now. Kosick, head of steam, high flying. He's been the player of the tournament for the Sea Devils so far, and he works it into the zone. Ramsey in there as well, digging for it. Kosick comes away with it. He'll go back to Blaze, who gives it to McFall at the point. Back down to Kosick. Kosick feathers a pass for Ramsey. Finds in the slot. Gripping his stick a little too tight. Blaze goes up and over. Oh, and may have been a huge stick from McFall to allow his teammates to get back. Otherwise, Luca Dufour, may have been away there. But instead, it remains 4-2, and Pacific Coast regain control of the puck. A saucer pass from Kosick. Reaches Danileko, but it's turned aside. Now Ramsey gives it to Kosick. He'll enter the zone. His pass cut off by Murray. Ramsey picks it up. Jordan Ramsey working the puck in the corner now. He'll go to Kosick. Noah Kosick running things from the half wall. Up top for McFall. His shot blocked. And now a chance here for Oliver Cramp. But McFall quick there to prevent the shorthanded chance. 40 seconds to go and the penalty to Binder Nord. Now it's played across. That pass cut off by Cook, and he'll flip it down the ice. 4:10 to play in regulation here. Pacific Coast trailing by a pair. Leading the rush now is Elaine. He'll gain red, stop up, and we'll have to shovel a pass across for Hudson Clausen. Clausen plays it across. Gets it right back. Kosick still on the ice here. I'd expect to see him for about 3 of the next 4 minutes. Kosick with it. Feathers a pass across. Man fell down. Clausen in alone. Stuff play. No goal. It didn't cross the line. A quick whistle. The puck was loose. It got through Brooke Davis. Davis coming up big there. And I believe we have a result in the other semifinal. Sure enough, a 4-3 decision in favor of the hosts, NAX, as they come back from down, I believe, at 1.2-0 to win this game, and they'll meet whoever wins in this one. Currently, it's as it stands, Edge on pace, but 2 seconds left in the power play. Face-off 1, power play expires, and that one almost too many men. Mastroianni on the ice. He's streaking in, taken down by Blaze. Arm's going to stay down here. Play up ahead. I expect to see the net evacuated here as soon as possible. A saucer pass attempted there from Clausen for Kosick. Instead, he'll have to go back to the point. Shot on from Howe. Blocked. Clausen finds it, fired it into the slot, and cut off from Jackson Smith, who's more than happy to skate around with this puck for a little while. His pass did not get all of it and turns the puck over. Inning the line is Howe. He'll dump it in and go for a change. Kosick still on the ice. He'll fire a shot. That goes off the side of the net. Noah Kosick has been on the ice for almost 3 minutes consecutively. And that'll be an icing call. Kosick will get one last rest before I assume hopping back onto the ice for probably the final 2 minutes as Pacific Coast look to claw their way back into this one. Edge Prep holding on to a 4-2 lead. Nathan Boehm with a pair of goals. William Patterson with the insurance marker to this point, and Owen Mastroianni opened the scoring. Jace McFall has both for the Sea Devils. Net not empty here. Binder Nord to take this draw against Danileko. Face-off 1, Ramsey going right at it in the corner, dealing with the check of Binder Nord and O'Shea. Crashley loses the puck, but it's still in the corner. O'Shea plays it around. Hawker will get there. He'll get to Luca DeFore, who pinches up, and Binder Nord able to clear the zone as far as red. Gets it over to Crashley, enters the zone on side, fires a shot. That one missed. Now a hard hit in behind the play as Pacific Coast look to get out of the zone. 2:15 to play here. Danileko finding Steens, pinching in. Net's still occupied for the moment by Chase Johnson. We'll keep an eye on it. Jordan Ramsey below the goal line. Final 2:05 here of regulation. Pacific Coast down by a pair. All hands on deck here. Net is empty. Kosick fires a shot. That one's blocked by Anderson. O'Shea can't clear. And now it is Dufour with a chance at the empty net. Will miss fire, but gets it all the way down the ice. Minute 45 to play. 105 seconds left here in the semifinal. Winner to play NAX in the gold medal game tomorrow. Loser gets a chance at bronze against Swift Current. Turned over. Quick shot from Cramp. That one misses. 90 seconds to go now. Pacific Coast has to hurry. It's turned over again. Jackson Smith with it now. He'll go wide. Tried for the wraparound. Good stick prevents that. Now a minute 20 to go. Edge keeping Pacific Coast trapped in their own zone. And an own goal from Pacific Coast will just about put this one on ice. As Cadel Gorley tried playing it behind the net, put a little too much on it, and it ends up in the back of the empty net. 5-2 Edge with a minute 12 to play in this third period. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're counting at home, Edge Prep will take on NAX in the gold medal game tomorrow. Swift Current and Pacific Coast will do battle in the bronze medal game earlier that day. Degenstein to take this draw. Wins it forward, and Mastriani looking for more as he enters the zone. Still with it. Now he'll just skate it out of the zone, happy to keep possession away from Pacific Coast. Final minute here of this semifinal. Edge leading 5-2 here. Smith will just stand there and kill as much clock as he can. Clausen will chase him out. Danileko with some pressure. Pass ahead for Patterson. Doesn't reach him. 45 seconds to play now. And McFall back to get it. Danileko with it. Dealing with a couple of stick checks. And that'll be a penalty against Mastriani. It looks like a hooking penalty coming up as Mastriani jumped a couple of plays. Sure enough, hooking coming up against the Edge Prep forward. And we'll spend the next 32.9 seconds playing 5-on-4. So Pacific Coast will pull the goalie here. You never know. We've seen crazier comebacks in the sport of hockey. 3 goals in 30 seconds seems a little extreme, but anything is possible. With the empty net, Edge able to just dump it and attempt 4 goals. Kosick loses the draw. O'Shea turning, firing, kept in by Elaine. He'll stop up. Goes down low. Ramsey will get there. 25 seconds now. Jordan Ramsey working it back to the point. That may have come out, and sure enough it has, so Edge will be able to clear the zone here. Boehm wanted the empty net. Instead he found his teammate, Degenstein, and that puck turned aside. Shot towards the empty net. Nice stick from McFall. Steals that one from Schneider. And the final 5 seconds will tick off the clock as Edge Prep will play for the gold medal against Northern Alberta Extreme tomorrow afternoon right here on HN Live. Pacific Coast, who played a strong game, just not enough to take out Edge Prep here this evening. They'll play Swift Current for the bronze medal tomorrow, a little bit earlier on. Gold medal game will start at 1:30. The bronze medal game, actually, it'll be 1:45, so a little bit later on for the Pacific Coast Sea Devils. Teams will take a knee on the blue line as player of the game is announced for either side. Logan Murray hobbled from the looks of things. Did not see him much in that third period. That might be why. Jace McFall picks up player of the game for Pacific Coast. 2-goal effort and scoring both for his team, including a highlight reel bar down shot. And unsurprisingly, it's Brooke Davis picking up player of the game for Edge. A couple of big-time saves, highlight reel worthy. And that'll do it as Edge Prep take the semifinal. And they have a date with NAX tomorrow afternoon. For all of us here on hnlive.ca, we'll be back in about 25 minutes time with the final game from the North Rink as a pair of Calgary teams will do battle, the North Stars and the Buffaloes. Stay with us. My name is Zach Marks saying so long. We'll be back in about 20 minutes time.